The day just started and I've gone through so many things already. But I did it and now have a legitimate grounds to feel myself. Where is he? Hi, guy. Today I wasn't the last one, so I could find a table. Well, it sounds lovely. It was a major disappointment to me as I didn't eat fish in any form. Except you like to eat things that smell like fish. Get a fewer things than usual. Soon Sylvia and Lena came to my table. Ah, can we? Oh, sure. Two at once. Perfect. Oh, I mean, sit down, yes. She smiled nicely. Sure. I stood up and pulled a chair out for her. Please. I was in an excellent mood at the moment. Enjoy your meal. I mean, I'm only here too, you bastard. Sure, she looks pretty and stuff, but just ignore me. Don't pull a chair over me. Saying that, Lena began staring at me and continued for some time, but then, after realizing how odd she looked, she switched to her plate. You too. Do you have any plans for the day, Samon? No. I gave her my oddest answers, and indeed I had no plans. Except for searching for answers, but that was more like a global goal than, say, an immediate need. Do you want to build a snowman? Anyways, do you want to take a boat ride to the island with us? The island? Well, I think Heart attack. Call 911. Olga asked us to gather some strawberries. There'd be a lot of them there, and they'd be so delicious, you bastard. I could imagine the taste. It's getting louder in here! Shush! Damn pioneers talking at lunch. Wait, just looking at Sylvia's face. Strawberries? And what are they for? I don't know, but it indeed is a great idea. It allows us three to go to an island by ourselves. Wink, wink. Well, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been to this island yet. Yeah, sure. Ellipses laughed because he knew what was coming. Within minutes, we were already standing at the pier. Well, here's the boat. Hang on, I'll go fetch us some paddles now. I was left face to face with Lena. Do you want to build a snowman? Why, you drunken fool? Do you like strawberries? Well, not really. But they're tasty. Lena smiled. I see. I don't know what to say next. How to continue this conversation. Lovely weather we got today. Nice tits. Damn it! If Sylvia didn't come back, we would probably sit here till evening without saying a word. Here you go. She handed me a pair of hefty paddles. Yeah, thanks. Yep, manual labor. That's what was coming. We got in the boat, I untied it, pushed it offshore, and started paddling. And where exactly are we heading to? Vancouver! It's right next to Seattle. You just gotta pedal up northward. Actually, can you? Possibly. I don't know. Right there, you bastard. She pointed her finger to a distant island. The island is named the closest one. It was named by the guy who named our hut the Hut. I wonder what captain gave it such an original name. Well, the island is indeed close to the shore, as the shy girl looks at her legs, which her socks doesn't have the same riffles as her does. Anyways, what? Aye, aye, Captain. If only I'd known what was waiting for me ahead. The evil beast lurked on the island, waiting to devour young men. It was how these women kept themselves so young. They lured men back and with their siren song and drove them to the shore to pick strawberries and promise of sexual favors, only to sacrifice them for their eternal youth to the evil monster that lurked there. Sorry, I went on my own little story. It wasn't an experienced oarman. I rowed the boat just once or twice in my entire life. It was less than half a mile to the island, but we were making our way in zigzags thanks to my skills. By approximately the middle of the trip, my arms hurt so badly that I dropped the paddles to get some rest. Well, aren't there strawberries anywhere else on this godforsaken place? I mean, more accessible places? But those are the tastiest ones over there now, lad. Now quick, you whipping in and start rolling, ya pussy. Sylvia gave me a puzzled look. Is it hard for you to row alone? Lena, unlike Sylvia, understood everything straight away. It's nothing. I'm a manly man. I could do it. I don't need some wussy woman who actually rows a lot to help me. Anyways, wussy woman. Yeah, she's... Oof. The rest of the way I spent concerning on staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive while getting to the island. Sylvia and Lena discussed something, but I wasn't listening. It was too much for me. At last, we arrived. Again, only that distance. You could swim. Completely exhausted, I got out to shore and looked at the boathouse. It seemed so far away that I felt like a person on the moon watching the earth rise. Speaking of hemispheres, here you go. Sylvia handed me a basket. It's a small island, barely 100 meters long, and it looked like more birch grove with even rows of trees covering the entire surface. A calm green sea spread beneath our feet, with the wind causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. Sorry, I got distracted. The island looked like the paradise. Strawberries grow here. We got to split up. You know, we could do it in threes rather than twos, but it makes a better story if you pick one of us. Yeah, sure. But there's only 2 baskets, said Lena humbly. You're right. My bad. My bad? What are you, from the 90s? She's a time traveler too! Anyways. So how we split them up then? Go with Sylvia, obviously. Yes, go with Sylvia. Actually, it doesn't say in my list. Oh well, go with Sylvia. Because I haven't done with Sylvia yet. I went with Lena first time because I was trying to get with that lovely, sexy nerd. I don't want to walk here alone and hoped that Sylvia would join me, but I couldn't bring myself to ask. Well, it's obvious. 1 basket for me and 1 for you 2. No, let me go with you. Sylvia, Lena, roll back to island. We need some alone time. Anyways, Sylvia smiled. Okay. I was a bit surprised, but I was also glad that it turned out like this. Lena disappeared into nothingness. So did Sylvia. I was alone with ellipses. The bastard took them both. The reaping has commenced. I sure hope you're talking about strawberries. Otherwise, I hope you ask for permission first. The strawberries were delicious here indeed. I could probably eat them all if I didn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to the garden. God, it's getting louder. And the size, rich color, blah, blah, blah. Sylvia was walking right beside me as we had only 1 basket. I felt like a mushroom picker. No euphemism there. Looking under every shrub and searching through every grass carefully. Pay attention! Quit having a heart attack, you bastard. Sorry. An entire bunch of strawberries had been left behind. Yes. I'm sorry, go Mendicite. It's fine, you dumbass. You must really enjoy being here, don't you? You like nature, after all. And being nude. Of course I do. Sylvia smiled. It reminds me of my home. The Green Isles, don't you know? This accent isn't anywhere close to there, but still. We have similar beautiful birches there. She gazed dreamily somewhere into the distance. Look, I always wanted to ask. What do you like in general? How vague can you be? What do you like in life? Vaguely, what makes you smile? Is it a baby's laugh, a comedian's smile, or my You look busy 24/7, and it seems like you have no time to rest at all. She started to think. Nani, not Nani, it's always. I don't really know. Doing a variety of activities is enjoyable to me. Well, that's understandable, but still. I like knitting and sewing. Things like that. Sylvia took out a handkerchief out of her pocket. There was a red, yellow, and green flower put on it. There was entangled in each of them a complicated way, creating sophisticated geometric forms. Such a typical Russian handmade handkerchief. Glimpsing it, I instantly imagined Sylvia dressed in an ancient saffron, sitting on a bench outside a ramshack house with a crowd of playing children around her. I would imagine banging her, but that's just me. It's really cute. Ah, thanks. Let me give it to you as a gift. Such a proposal embarrassed me. You shouldn't. No, take it. Take it. I looked at her handkerchief once again and put it into my pocket. Thank you. Ellipses coughed and reminded us that we weren't alone. There were so many strawberries that here, after a mere half hour, we had a basket filled up to the brim. It seems like we're done. Ah, yeah. We got a lot of, so it surely should be enough. What's with the flash of time? When we got back to the boat, Lena wasn't there yet. She'd need more time to fill her basket by herself, the poor girl. Yeah, I guess so. I looked at the river. Sun sparkling happily dancing across the water surface were the only thing that distinguished it from a mirror. That's how calm the river seemed. So, what you thinking about? Nothing in particular. And women, when guys say nothing, we literally could be thinking about nothing. Oh, who am I kidding? There's no women watching this. And you? Ah, me? What will happen once our vacation is over? We'll have to leave this camp and go back to our homes. Oh, will I ever see you again? Will I ever see anyone I meet here again? Sorry, I was being a bit self-centered. Will I ever see you again? Will I see you again? Whoa. Anyways, she looked at me with her eyes so full of sorrow that I couldn't think of what to say. Lena cock-blocked me and broke the silence. Oh, you're done already, with that evil face. Here. She showed us a basket full of strawberries. Ah, great. Now we can go back. And I still had Sylvia's face and those words of hers on my mind. Sadness and sorrow were the kind of emotions typical of her. Weren't the type of... weren't. Yeah. I should learn how to read. Can I ever? Could she be hiding them all this time under a mask of cheerfulness? I had no answers to this question, and I knew I couldn't find one either way. Maybe later. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignored everything else. My only wish was to get back alive, as the first trip hadn't gone without consequence, and now my hands started to hurt only after a few sweeps of the oars. Excuse me. And I fell to the ground with no energy left. They both leaned over me. You could have said something if it was too hard for you. Yes. Never mind. I'm fine. Excuse me, it should sound like this. Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just lay down here looking up your skirts. That's what you call dedicated acting. Because I don't have a web camera, so you guys can't see me laying on the ground doing that. I'll just lie here for a bit, and everything will be alright. Okay, then. We'll get these baskets to Olga. Please. Okay, then get these to Olga, please. We'll have something else to do. Yeah, just have me do all the work, why don't you? I was ready to agree with anything at that moment, so I just wouldn't have to get up. Sylvia put the baskets full of strawberries next to me and headed to the square, happily chatting with Lena about something. The hardest part is done anyways. That's what I thought before I got up and took the baskets. After rowing, they felt like cement bags, even while weighing barely more than a few kilograms each. So, the trip to the camp leader took much longer than usual. I had to stop every 50 meters to have a rest. Once I finally made it, I put the baskets on the ground, sat on the desk chair with difficulty. Olga! I've got a present for you! Zip. There was no answer. I barely managed to get up and enter the cabin. There's nobody there. If you don't need them, it's up to you. I laid down on the desk chair and fell asleep. Deck chair. I had a weird dream about a strawberry race and some other weird things about a crab and fucking your mother. No, that's stealing from the Game of Thrones. Fuck your father, fuck your father. I mean, it's hilarious. Anyways, I was rowing a boat with my last ounce of strength, trying to escape these huge bouncing berries, and they were chasing me, jiggling the whole way. My hands were failing me, I could barely see anything because of the sweat covering my face. Blood was hammering my temples, but the strawberries were getting ever closer. They were baring with their teeth at me. But wait, strawberries with teeth? Simone. I woke up. Olga was standing beside me, shaking my shoulder. I see you got a rich harvest, don't you? And she wasn't talking about the strawberries. Heyo! It's a morning wood joke. I'm an adult. Anyways. Thanks to the girls. Which I believe is the answer. Yep, I'm just double checking my spoiler-free cheat sheet. Okay, but that's not all. Seriously, I just anticipated a lovely rest. What do I have to do now? Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you even know what these strawberries are for? Not a sausage. What an honest confession. We're making a cake out of them. I see. Well, I guess that makes sense. To honor the miraculous rescue of Shurek. And it's all thanks to you. It was clear that getting the strawberries wasn't the last thing left for me to do. And why, please tell me, if I'm such a hero, why do I have to organize a celebration in my name all by myself? Well, I guess. So, I have an important task for you. We're missing yeast, flour, and sugar! Anyways. And I need it all in the canteen before dinner. And those who will make the cake can't deal with this on their own somehow? Wow, where did that voice go? I asked painfully. All of them are busy. And you're the only one in the whole camp who does nothing. While her words were partly true, that doesn't make them easier for me now. Moreover, those words felt like bullets to the head. So, write it down. You are my bitch. Right, write it down on your chest because you are my bitch. Anyway, get yeast from the infirmary, the nurses, the sexy nurse, flour from the biblioteca, and sugar from the clubhouse. Wait, what? I have no time. Hurry along now. Chop, chop, little bitch. Chop, chop. Good luck. She smiled slyly and left. Of course, there's a lot of strange things in this camp, but yeast in the infirmary? Okay, I can deal with that, but flour in the library? And sure, no, it's beyond my comprehension. I spat on the floor. Puh. I didn't want to, and I will not believe this. Just tell me you're pulling my leg. I would not be surprised if a crowd of fat green trolls would appear here on beside me, with every one of them feeling obligated to laugh at me and say zug zug or ki. Anyways, so maybe to hell with this cake. I weighed my options for some time. No, if some major plan of Olga fell through, I'd be in the world of hurt. Maybe she'd get out the whip. I mean, her name almost says dominatrix. Anyways, it would be complicated. It would complicate both my life in this camp and my search for answers, which I've stopped for quite a while. It seems like I have no choice.